Is it finally happening? After years of keeping their romance hidden behind closed doors, whispers are growing louder than ever that Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin may have already started planning their secret wedding. But how true are the rumors? What clues have fans uncovered, and what's really happening behind those quiet Malibu gates? Stay tuned, because what we're about to reveal might just confirm what Coldplay fans and Hollywood insiders have been suspecting all along. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because here at HOLLYNEWS TV, we bring you the latest and most exclusive updates from the world of entertainment. It all started with subtle signs, small, almost unnoticeable gestures that only the most devoted fans could catch. In early September, Dakota was spotted wearing what looked like a delicate emerald ring on her left hand while leaving a private dinner in Brentwood. At first, many dismissed it as a simple piece of jewelry. But when Chris Martin was seen days later entering Tiffany & Company in Beverly Hills, escorted by his personal assistant and security, the internet exploded with speculation. People began connecting the dots. Dakota's quiet smile during a recent interview, her sudden avoidance of red carpets, and the fact that she's been spending more time in London, near Chris's home, have all added fuel to the fire. Sources close to the couple describe the relationship as unshakable, and according to insiders, both Dakota and Chris have been discussing marriage for months. One source told People magazine that Chris has never been more sure about anything in his life, and that Dakota has become a grounding force for him after years of heartbreak and constant touring. While most celebrity engagements are followed by grand announcements and extravagant parties, Dakota and Chris have always done things differently. They've been dating since 2017, almost 8 years, and throughout that time, they've mastered the art of staying private in a world obsessed with exposure. Their strategy has always been to protect what's real, and that includes every intimate detail of their relationship. Fans recall how Chris's ex-wife, Gwyneth Paltrow, was once known for her very public marriage to the Coldplay frontman. But in sharp contrast, Dakota seems to thrive in quiet, choosing intimacy over attention. Still, the clues are impossible to ignore. The couple was recently seen touring a vineyard property in Sonoma County, a place known for hosting luxurious, yet low-key weddings. One witness even mentioned seeing Dakota holding a small folder filled with venue brochures. Could this be where the ceremony will take place? And if that wasn't enough, a close friend of the couple hinted that the wedding might happen sooner than anyone expects, describing the event as simple, spiritual, and deeply personal. Eagle-eyed fans noticed that Dakota's mother, the legendary Melanie Griffith, recently followed a private wedding planner's Instagram account specializing in destination ceremonies in Italy. Moments later, the account went private, sending social media into a frenzy. Was this just coincidence, or a major hint that plans are already underway? Adding to the intrigue, Gwyneth Paltrow herself has reportedly given her blessing to the couple, telling friends that Dakota is perfect for Chris, and that she's happy to see them so in love. In fact, Gwyneth and Dakota have been photographed together several times over the years, showing a rare kind of harmony that's almost unheard of in Hollywood X dynamics. Insiders say that Chris and Dakota are planning an intimate event, no more than 50 guests, likely somewhere between Malibu and London. The idea is to blend both of their worlds, Chris's British roots and Dakota's Hollywood heritage. And the guest list? Think names like Jamie Dornan, Stella McCartney, and Gwyneth Paltrow herself. It's easy to forget that both Dakota and Chris have weathered their fair share of challenges. From Chris's highly publicized divorce to Dakota's experience growing up under the glare of Hollywood stardom, both know the cost of fame. Their relationship, built on trust and quiet understanding, has become a rare example of genuine love in an industry known for its turbulence. Behind the scenes, friends describe Dakota as the calm to Chris's chaos. She's been by his side through late-night songwriting sessions, world tours, and even Coldplay's most ambitious environmental projects. On the other hand, Chris has supported Dakota through her film career, cheering her on during projects like The Lost Daughter and Madam Web. There were rumors of a brief split in 2019, fueled by scheduling conflicts and the demands of their careers. For a moment, it seemed like the fairy tale might be ending. Yet, just months later, the two reunited, stronger than ever. That reunion reportedly marked a turning point, a realization that neither wanted to lose what they had built. And that's why this potential wedding feels so significant. It's not just about glamour or status. It's about two people choosing each other quietly, consistently, and with full hearts. But here's a question that no one's asking. Why all the secrecy? Why go through such lengths to hide something so beautiful? Some insiders suggest that Dakota and Chris are protecting something much bigger than a wedding date. They're safeguarding the sanctity of their love story. In an era where celebrity marriages can turn into media spectacles overnight, they're proving that love can still exist off-camera. However, the speculation doesn't stop there. Some fans believe the couple might have already tied the knot. The theory gained traction after Chris referred to Dakota as his partner in every way during a private Coldplay concert in Palm Springs. Fans in attendance claimed he glanced toward her in the audience with unmistakable affection, one that seemed to say, "We already did it." Meanwhile, Dakota has been spotted multiple times wearing a simple gold band alongside that emerald ring. Coincidence or confirmation? Everything seems to point toward one conclusion. The wedding is real, and it's happening soon, if it hasn't already. The secrecy, the family involvement, the carefully chosen venues, it all aligns perfectly with Dakota and Chris's way of life. They've built a relationship on trust, balance, and privacy. And maybe, just maybe, that's what makes their love story so powerful. As one source close to the couple told E! News, they don't need a big show. They just want to celebrate love in their own way, with the people who mean the most. And that, perhaps, is the most romantic part of all SO. What do you think? Could Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin already be husband and wife in secret? Or are they simply preparing for the most private wedding Hollywood has ever seen? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more exclusive Hollywood updates, and stay tuned, because when it comes to Dakota and Chris, the next chapter might just be the most beautiful one yet. This is HOLLYNEWS TV, where we uncover the stories behind the stars. Stay curious, stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one. In the weeks following those first whispers of wedding rumors, new developments have continued to surface, each one more convincing than the last. Paparazzi photos capture Dakota and Chris arriving separately at a small, private event in Malibu, both dressed elegantly but discreetly. While there was no official confirmation, several attendees later revealed that it wasn't just a party. It was a quiet engagement celebration attended only by family and a few close friends. What stood out most was how intimate the gathering appeared. No extravagant decorations, no high-profile guests from Hollywood's A-list, just laughter, candlelight, and soft music in the background. Chris reportedly performed a short acoustic version of Coldplay's Yellow, a song fans believe has always been tied to his love life. According to one insider, it felt like a moment out of time, simple, romantic, and filled with genuine emotion. They weren't trying to show off. They were just celebrating love. And while Dakota has always been known for her minimalist style, there's a deeper meaning behind that simplicity. She has often spoken about valuing privacy, saying in interviews that she wants to keep the most important things away from public noise. That quiet strength is exactly what Chris seems drawn to. He's described Dakota as his safe space, someone who brings him balance when the pressures of fame feel overwhelming. But perhaps the most telling sign of all came during Coldplay's recent European tour. During one concert in Lisbon, fans noticed that Chris subtly changed a line in one of his most beloved songs, A Sky Full of Stars, singing, "You're the one I'd marry in secret." The audience gasped, realizing he was likely referring to Dakota, who was spotted watching from a private balcony near the stage. The emotional gesture quickly went viral, with fans calling it a wedding vow in plain sight. Meanwhile, Dakota's family seems fully on board. Her father, Don Johnson, recently hinted at big changes in his daughter's life during a red carpet interview, saying she's happy, she's in love, and that's all a father could hope for. Her stepfather, Antonio Banderas, reportedly adores Chris and has described him as a gentleman and a true artist. Even Melanie Griffith, Dakota's mother, has been seen spending more time in London, possibly helping with early wedding arrangements. Those close to the couple say that the wedding will likely blend British countryside elegance with Californian warmth. Think rustic gardens, fairy lights, and an open-air dinner under the stars. Dakota, known for her love of nature and timeless design, is said to be leaning toward an eco-friendly ceremony with a focus on sustainability, a reflection of Chris's environmental advocacy. The food, reportedly, will be locally sourced and plant-based, and the couple might even request that guests donate to climate charities instead of bringing gifts. But as with everything involving Dakota and Chris, secrecy remains the keyword. One insider revealed that they've been using code names in communication with vendors to avoid leaks. Even close friends reportedly received details at the last minute. The goal is to keep the moment sacred, untainted by headlines or paparazzi interference. They've seen how fame can destroy beautiful things, one friend said, and they refuse to let that happen to their love. In recent weeks, several close associates of Coldplay have been unusually tight-lipped. Members of the band's inner circle have declined to comment on the rumors, fueling speculation that they've been sworn to silence. Even Gwyneth Paltrow, who has always been open about her relationship with both Chris and Dakota, has avoided the topic altogether, choosing instead to post cryptic quotes about harmony and new beginnings on social media. And yet, as quiet as they've tried to be, fans continue to pick up on the smallest details. In late September, Dakota was photographed at LAX wearing a soft white linen dress, her hair tied up loosely, and a subtle gold chain around her neck. In her hand was a small, worn leather journal, believed by some fans to be her wedding planning notebook. When asked by a reporter about the wedding rumors, she smiled faintly and said only, "I'm happy. That's all that matters." What's truly fascinating is how different this approach is from most celebrity love stories. In a culture where engagement announcements often break the internet and weddings become televised events, Dakota and Chris have chosen the opposite: silence, simplicity, and sincerity. Their love isn't a performance. It's something that exists quietly between them, far away from cameras, gossip, and red carpets. Some industry insiders believe this strategy is deliberate. By staying private, Dakota and Chris are preserving not just their relationship, but their peace of mind. After all, both have seen how the constant glare of the spotlight can fracture even the strongest bonds. By keeping things close to their chest, they ensure that what's real remains untouched. Recently, speculation grew even stronger when Dakota was seen leaving a Los Angeles bridal boutique. Not one of the typical flashy ones, but a quiet atelier known for designing minimalist, timeless gowns. She spent nearly 2 hours inside, leaving with a garment bag draped carefully over her arm. Paparazzi shouted questions, but she simply waved and slipped into a waiting black car. Within hours, social media was ablaze with theories. Was that the dress? Adding another layer to the mystery, a small group of Coldplay fans in Italy reported spotting Chris and Dakota together near Lake Como just a week later. Locals said they were seen walking hand in hand by the water, stopping briefly at a historic villa that often hosts exclusive weddings. Some believe they were scouting the venue. Others think they were simply enjoying a romantic getaway. But given the timing, the coincidence is hard to ignore. If these rumors are true, their wedding could take place sooner than anyone expects, possibly before the end of the year. Friends describe the mood around them as peaceful and excited, hinting that final preparations may already be in motion. For now, the couple continues to keep things under wraps, appearing only occasionally in public, always together, always smiling. Whatever happens next, one thing is certain: Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin have built something rare in Hollywood, a love story based not on spectacle, but on genuine connection. Whether their wedding happens next month or has already taken place, fans agree on one thing: it's a union worth celebrating, not for its fame, but for its authenticity. As anticipation continues to build, the world watches quietly, waiting for the moment when the couple finally confirms what everyone already believes in their hearts: that true love doesn't need an audience. It only needs two people brave enough to protect it. And when that moment comes, it won't just be another celebrity headline. It'll be a testament to what real love looks like in a world that's forgotten how to keep secrets. Stay tuned, because the story of Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin is far from over. In fact, their most beautiful chapter may be just beginning.